Y'all, I am cooking supper and another easy recipe tonight, and I made some spaghetti sauce this past Sunday, and I had a little bit of my ground pork sausage left, so I wanted to use it up. So I'm making a little kind of appetizer to me, but I call them mini Italian burgers. So I have taken a roll of crescent dough. You can use crescent sheets. This is the crescent sheet, but you can use the crescent rolls if you can't find them, and just pinch the crust together. And I have already started cutting it, but I left just a little bit out so you can see. I don't unroll it. I had the long roll here, and I love the flexible cutting mats because I'm OCD and they have the little marks, so I was able to easily just kind of go along with my knife and make an indentation. This is our coated bread knife, y'all. If you don't have one, trust me and order one of these. I will put my website link at the top of this video, but this little bread knife, I love it. It just cuts through things so easily. So with your whole crescent roll or crescent dough sheet, I guess you could even use pie crust, you're just going to cut them out. And it always, I've had this recipe a long time, and it said to cut them in 24 discs. But I usually get about 18 of these cuts out of crescent rolls. It's an old recipe, so maybe back in the older days they gave us more dough in those crescent roll packs than they do today. So I'm just going to press them out just a little bit and finish putting them over here on the pan, and then I'll show you what else I do. They're very easy to make, but they're really so good. Okay. Just flatten them out. I've got the oven preheating to 375, and I will share this recipe in the comments. It's ready. You heard it beep, just like I always do for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I have got 18, not 24. My recipe that I'm going to share with you is an old one, and it says 24, and you may get 24 out of yours. So I have mixed my sausage already, and we're supposed to put your mixture, your meat mixture that you're going to use on half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6 of them already started. Let me tilt this down so you can see a little bit better. What we're supposed to do is half of the mixture with our meat topping, and then I'm using our stainless. This is the small scoop, which is a 1 tablespoon size. And after I put that on, I just press that mixture down. Now I have still got more sausage than I need, so I'm going to go ahead and do more of mine. We don't really care about having, the ones we're not going to put it on would be a top to make it a mini burger. So we just like picking them up and eating them as they are. So I'm going to go ahead and top all of mine that I can with this mixture that I've got left. But again, the recipe that I'm going to share with you is going to tell you to top half of your biscuit or dough pieces. And see how I'm just pressing that down? So this is going to bake in the oven probably for about 15 minutes, but I'll let you know exactly the time when I come back on to show you what they look like. I've done these a lot of times unrolling the sheet and putting this mixture in the middle, and that's probably the simplest way if I wasn't going to do burgers anyway. And then slice them already with the meat inside, meat and cheese, because I'm going to put cheese on top. And you've probably all done cinnamon rolls or some type of crescent roll in that way before with a mixture in top. Now I think I'm going to have just the right amount to have these filled up. There we go. This sausage that I'm using comes from the Hunter Pork Center, which is a local pork center here. And y'all, it is the most delicious sausage. I got just a little bit left, so I'm looking to see which one I want to add it to. So how about that? I got every bit of that out. So that was perfect. Now, If I didn't top them, I would have had half of my biscuits undone, and then I could have just fried that sausage for breakfast. But doesn't that look amazing? Okay, before I tilt the camera up, I'm gonna top it with some shredded cheese. But I had someone comment on my page that they had this and for me to please do a demonstration on how to open and close it because they could not figure it out. So I'm gonna go ahead, this is the older style. I think the newer one has a handle here on, or button here that you push to open it. But the older ones, if you have them, and I still use my older one, does not. So if you have one of these, you can see an indentation right here where my finger's at. This side doesn't really have an indentation. So on the side with the indentation, I'm gonna come around this way, I take my thumb and put it right here, and then I'm gonna try to turn it so you can see it. When you do that, that handle just slides back and forth. I'm not really pushing a button, I'm just pushing this part, and then it folds it. It relocks in place, so you can't open it without giving it a push over to the side. So that is it. So push with your thumb and fold it. So you can grate cheese with it open like this, or most of the time you see me grating my cheese with it down like this. So that's what I did tonight. So I'm going to top these with cheese and bake them in the oven. And if you're doing some without the tops on them, when you get them baked, you would add cheese to the top of the ones that are not topped with your beef mixture. All right, so I won't keep you on for me to top each of these, but you get the idea of what I'm doing. They're gonna be yummy. My oven's ready, it's heated up. So I'm gonna hurry up and finish putting that on there. And then I will come back. I'm gonna work on, I got a salad here. We're gonna have a salad with our little appetizer tonight. So y'all stay tuned. And if I don't get to come back, I'll put pictures, but hopefully I'll be back. Stay tuned. Okay, I just took them out of the oven, so I've got the pan sitting here cooling. I just wanted to show y'all the stackable cooling rack is perfect for large pans right out of your oven. It's the best trivet I have ever owned. I love using it for my baked goods and cookies too, but it is wonderful as a trivet for your table. So I'll come back on in a minute. I'm working on our salads and I'll let these cool and then I'll be able to show you everything. Okay, everything is done and they look and smell amazing. So I cannot wait to eat them, and I'm gonna try to pick this up. This is our stackable cooling rack, and I did a little clip before I come back on to show you, but y'all, if you've got a stackable cooling rack, whether it has legs or I use it flat most of the time, in fact, I'll flatten it so you can see it that way too. It doesn't have to be up, but I like it down the middle of my island here with the legs up when we have pizza boxes on them, but they hold such big dishes and we just can't find those trivets or those little pads to protect our table in sizes like that. So now again, when I share the recipe, it's going to tell you half of these are supposed to be topped and half of them are not. So I'll take one up so you can see how nice. I love using the stoneware, how nice and crispy that bottom is. So I'll make a double cheeseburger. So this was going to be my mini burgers. So this is what they would look like. And sometimes I make Italian sausage. Tonight I didn't. I just used fresh country sausage. But when I use Italian sausage, I usually have a bottle of my pasta sauce to put on them or dip them in. But even if you don't double stack and eat it like a burger, they make the perfect little appetizers. Okay, so in the first part of the video, I shared a tip on the coarse cheese grater, and I had someone else message me, several actually, about the cup slicer and wanted to see me do eggs with the cup slicer. So I have got our salads to go with our meal, and I'm going to slice some eggs so you can see that. So I'll do one in bigger slices My husband will like that. And then I'm going to do mine in the smaller. I'll do it twice for mine. So y'all see I have perfect slices of eggs. I'll go ahead and lay them out on this salad. I like to drop one, but it fell, thank you Lord, it fell right in his bowl. Okay, so how easy was that? The hardest part about it is peeling the eggs, and these peel pretty good. So now I'll do mine and show you. And if you don't want them in these big pieces, I'm just going to lay a stack of them here. I could do the whole stack, but I want to leave some of them big for me too. And I'm going to do it again. So now, get it all broken apart for you. And you can keep going if you want to and chop it again. But now I've got more chopped, smaller pieces than the larger pieces here. So that is it. I cannot wait. My husband's already come home, so we're ready to eat. And I will share this recipe in the comments with you. And they're delicious. Lots of different toppings you can do on your biscuits or crescent rolls like that. But this is one of our favorites. Recipe be in the comments. Thank y'all and have a great night. Bye-bye.